telling them that in a small meeting, they think they're lying. But it didn't take 10 minutes for them to find out for themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So,
A question come out. Who said that clip
who said
about
what?
your unaliving your grandmother?
Oh,
And
some ignorant people in the group, man.
and then, sir, I don't want to hear about the fallout. I need to hear his plan. Why is he the best candidate? Clint, person keeps
We
wanting
can
to
go to
hear
that
why.
now. We can go to that now, Richie,
Yeah, go ahead.
because that's why I come here for tonight to explain myself to the people of Dominica and the people of Wesley. Okay, for years I watched my village and my constituency slide away, and it didn't slide away. It didn't slide away under one heading. It slid under many headings. So here are the headings. Heading number one, the economy. Because if you have a bad economy, everything is crippled. So see what happens. Agriculture became poor. Sports became poor. Education became poor and loose. We pretty much have no tourism. Infrastructure down, and small business or business self. No, you wonder why I say all those things, because I have to show you now what I feel and how I see it developing. So,
Mm.
for instance, over the last couple of elections, we heard palaver upon palaver come and say what they're going to do for the constituents. And up to this day, nothing has been done.
Stop
The
moving your
last,
phone. Stop moving your phone so much. It's giving us a feedback. We can't hear you clearly.
I think it's the phone now. Okay, what I was saying is,
Mhm.
palaver upon palaver came and they gave us a red herring to hold. They promised us stuff and they never give it to us. Some of them didn't even know what they was promising us. But guess what? Clint will have a knowledge of the entire constituency. So I'll start with Patil first. Under tourism, Woodfortill desperately needs a big development. We've been hearing about that from ages. That I want to see happening in the constituency. A Woodfortill beach development. As to how they're gonna draw it and to all the technicalities of it, that is left to be seen. But the idea of developing Woodfordale Beach would go front and center for the next generation. Also, we heard about the Pan Lake in Woodfordale. That is one of the things I would fight for Woodfordale people. Proper road to that area, proper facilities around that area. You could have things like a toll booth at the top to the village up here by the church, and you could also have a toll booth on the southern side, the eastern side, to where Edward and them have land over there. So
Okay.
those are some of the ways you could make money. You do gazebos and all those things around that area. People could do selling food, selling clothes, selling craft, all those kind of things. Every day they come, you charge them $10. That's for the upkeep of the place. That is a job to you create security, all that thing. It have its trickle down issues when it comes to employment. You have self-employment and you have employment maybe through the village council or whatever the case is. So that would be my two major projects for Woodfordale under tourism. In Wesley, it's a little different. And the reason why it's so different is because now they're doing that project down there. So all our waterfronts and access to our waterfronts are being compromised. So on those terms, we'll have to wait to see what happens. If they're
Yeah,
going to give us a road to go down there so we can try a development down there. But for now, we have Mambry. and we have dam. Those two river points can be developed the same way as we would have done with the Pan Lake. You understand?
Mhm.
Maybe dredge the waterway itself, reset it, make a bigger basin, and you have the same gazebos. You can do a restaurant up there, a bar up there, tourists coming up there, you fix the road to go there, stuff like that. Initially, that is what I see for Westlake for now.
Okay.
Maybe we could look at Cabana, but we don't know what's going to happen down there with the Chinese and whatever. We have no idea. So I didn't want to go there to promise anybody anything down there as yet. We'd have to wait and see what's going to happen with that area. Okay?
Okay.
Right. Now, under agriculture, one may say, but where are we going to get the money? Where are we going to get the money to facilitate all those projects there? All my life, I know we did get money from the EU. The EU has been supporting Dominica. The World Bank has been supporting Dominica. The IMF has been supporting Dominica. But many of us are scared of the IMF. So we will leave the IMF out for now. There are other initiatives in the Caribbean, in the US basin we can tap. You're talking about things like the OAS, all those things you can go to, monetary institutions you can go to finance projects. Canada, yes, in Canada you have that too. You can go there and get stuff. All right. So we're looking at projects like feeder roads because you want to rebuild agriculture. But to rebuild agriculture, you have to have access. If you don't have access, nothing cannot be done. That is one. So feeder roads have to be addressed. Maybe the main ones in the short term. So you're talking about the Joe Burton Road. We've been hearing about that road forever since. But take a drive and go up and you'll see what Joe Burton Road is. In some cases, you can't even go further. You've been hearing about the Constant Spring Road. You've been hearing about the Subaina Road. All those roads in Woodford Hill go down Shapai down there. You understand? Those are places I know. And those places need development. You hear about the Pompey Road. You hear about the Florida Road, Watermill Road. All those roads need to fix. If you
Okay.
say you want to develop agriculture in Woodford Hill and Wesley, that is what you address. No, that's another point. We're also looking at plant propagation. Plant propagation is something that creates jobs. You can either go with that as a private institution or you can liaise with the Ministry of Agriculture to do that. You understand?
All right.
But if you're so of a job base like myself to create work for people and you want to include young people in the development of Dominica, that's the way you go. You empower young people. So you facilitate them. And how do you do that? Yeah, what you call NGOs. You go to them, NGOs, non-governmental organization, they can help you. They do. They always do. You can write a project to the EU again, and you highlight all those things. You need to get young people in motion. And that's one of the ways you include them. Like I said before, you have to include young people.
All right.
Now,
Wait, Alex. We have Randy on the line. Just Randy, come in and welcome to the live tonight. Introduce yourself, sir.
Good night, guys. I think everybody know me by now. Good night.
everybody
Uh,
know you.
I've been looking in for a while. I'm at work. I can't stay long. That's why I haven't joined. Like I'm at work still,
Yeah.
so I could join the live. But what shook me? I have some question for Drex because Drex has been talking about the amount of things the United Workers Party said behind his back, and hearsay
Not
and stuff like
hey,
that.
hey, 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 hey. Not United Workers Party. I'm speaking about the committee in Wesley. Because up to now, something fountain and nobody they say
The
nothing.
United Workers Party committee in Wesley.
Right.
Okay. You have heard you've been hearing all those negative things about you. Why you wait until you've been disrespectful? You've been rejected for the candidacy to come out and talk right now. Why is it take you
Randy,
that
you're still
disrespect
off
to make
track.
the shift?
Randy, you're off track again. You're off track again. Let me break it down to you again so you understand. Those things never come to me until recently. That's why I keep saying, how could I be in the company of Randy and Richie for a better part of more than a year? And Randy and Richie talking about me behind my back. I didn't know.
So you get
Until
to the
I
you get to the
wait,
until now.
wait, listen. Until either Randy or Richie go on the road and run your mouth, and somebody else outside come and say, "Jeff, you didn't know that? I didn't know." So
Okay.
I was there all the time. Listen to me. I was there all the time giving them my 110 because I just want to see better in Wesley. That's it. I want to see better happen in Wesley. Only to find out these people don't nice, Randy, they don't nice.
Jack said, I don't believe for once
Yeah.
you say something on the live on the World Wide Web tonight that you
Uh,
hear they say that you eliminate your grandmother. Drex, I've never heard that in my life. And that really get me upset, Drex. You should
but that's
not
what
go
I'm
on public and say
saying.
those things
But
there.
you can't
That is
tell me
not
you
true.
can't.
That is not true, Drex.
Randy bullshitting tonight,
And
man.
that get me real upset. Drex, nobody
Well,
never said
upset
that.
person.
Drex,
No?
I've never heard that, Drex.
But how you gonna hear it? Biden hear it.
Drex, that is not true. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I swear I don't believe that.
Randy, when a woman come to you, Randy, with tears in her right, it's a movie then, with tears in her eyes, and she telling you she overheard the total conversation, and the part that break her heart the most was that. Randy, my eyes come red,
Just I don't
boy.
believe it. I swear to God, God hear
Well,
my voice
you
over the World Wide Web. I
well, listen
don't
to
be. I
me.
think it's a lie. I believe that's a lie.
You listen to me. You cannot believe it how you want, but me, I don't believe it already.
Jack, the love you had for your grandmother. I used to pass by your grandmother a lot, you know.
That's not the point.
You understand? You
That
know,
is not
I
the
used to
point.
visit her a lot.
Good.
You understand? And the friendship and the love you had with your grandmother. I don't think nobody losing their mind to make that statement there. I don't believe it.
They say
You
it.
understand? And I never hear it.
They did say it. Don't come up on nobody. They did say it.
Let me tell you something. Jax, as I will always say, I keep on saying, disrespect starts with confusion. And right now you feel disrespect by the United Workers Party.
So I
You make a
confused.
move, you're a grown man, you make a move to an independent. But this is not the time for us in Dominica, no place in Dominica, to be separated and divided among ourselves because we cannot make a difference in the country if
So
we
the
keep
question for
on
you,
lambasting and beating each other and fighting each other.
The question for you
It
is,
just sending a signal that
uh,
everybody right now going into politics is all about me, like the devil. Me. Nothing about
because
Dominica,
you,
nothing about community. And that's what
because
you get
that
from
bridge
all
already,
politicians.
because that bridge already, Randy. Maybe you didn't watch
Because they
it.
ask you, look,
Uh,
somebody asks you how you intend if you was to win this seat to represent West
uh,
Rifferton and Palm Tree.
yeah.
And the question was, if you win the seat in West Rifferton, would you work with any party in power? And you should hesitate to answer that question there. If you had love for community and doing it for Wesley,
Uh,
you personally would say, without doubt, that's a question for you. Yes, and there was no lambasting and biting no lip. You
so you
understand? When a
didn't
person
answer the
love
question.
community and
So
love country, they don't
you're
hesitate
telling
and
me,
gossip like they're drunk to answer
so you're
questions.
telling me, but you don't want me to talk, man. So you're telling me you never hear me answer the question?
No, Jax. If you're an independent candidate, and if you win, and Labour win or Workers win, and you win as the independent candidate, you should be open-handed to work with any one of those leaders
Richie,
for the benefit of the
Richie,
community.
Richie,
Yes.
did I answer the question or not?
You answered the question, but probably
Okay.
Randy didn't hear what you said clearly.
No,
The
he
question,
bite and thing. Don't even
I
sugarcoat
bite.
nothing, Richie.
I bite. I bite. I
listen,
don't
listen,
bite anything.
listen, wait, stop. The question is, our power is to work for the people. As an independent candidate, your resources are limited. How are you going to, or what are your plans to work for and to help the constituency develop?
But somebody asked him if he would work with the person. I think
What is the
Yusuf asked
question in
him
front of
if he would
you?
work.
Yeah, look
What
at
is the same question there?
If you are elected as a new power rep for the constituency, would you work with the government, whichever ways to
Exactly.
build the community?
Did
And
I answer the
he
question, Richie?
hesitated to answer that.
How I
So Randy
hesitate to
said that
answer the
you
question?
hesitated.
Eh?
Randy said that you hesitated to answer
That
that
should be a
question.
yes or no question. That's right. No,
Richie,
let's not answer. Yes,
Richie,
that would be
didn't you
for the
hear me
benefit of
say,
my communities.
Randy,
I
why
would
are you
proudly
saying,
work with any
Randy?
one of them.
Randy, if you're against a movement, just say you're against a movement. Don't come talking shit. Listen,
I do what?
I just tell Richie, I said, if you're against my movement, you just simply say you're against my movement. Because hear that. Hear that.
If
Right
I'm
in
against your
Western.
movement,
But so
I
this
tell
song
you from
here.
day one. I tell you from day one. I say it in front of your face. I tell you on phone, face to face, that the move you make is a stupid move. I told you
Well, too
so.
bad for you.
You
Too bad for
understand?
you, and
So
you
I
can
I
support
didn't
what you
hesitate to
want
say
to
nothing.
support.
I said the
Support
move you
what
made
you
was a
want
stupid
to.
move.
Well, too
And
bad for you.
if you have love for Dominica, want to see Dominica get
Uh,
a change, the move you're making is not a move to assist Dominica to get a change. It's a
okay.
move to keep Roosevelt Skerrit in office. Because you
Well,
know in your dead heart and soul, you're doing this because of the anger and the vexation against the United Workers' Party for whatever take place. That's all you're doing this for. It's
so
not
why you
because you
crying
have
about,
love for
Randy?
youth and have your.
So
It's
then
not for
why
that,
you
Greg.
crying? Okay, so why you crying
Don't
about?
go don't go there.
But you can't tell me, Randy, what to do. That's the great thing about it. You
Yes,
cannot
it's the
tell me,
truth. It's the truth. That's why
Randy,
you're doing
why
it.
you
You're
have to
angry,
do.
you're vexed.
But my
And
brother, why you have to
vexation, when
do?
you make moving
My
vexation,
brethren,
you
why
just
you have to
regret it in
do?
the long run.
Put your 100 behind the other people there, man. Stop talking about me. I doing just what I need to do, Randy. As I'm saying, I do just what I need to do. You want them, but I bubble in for nobody. I answer my question. I did say,
Just the
I
movie
did
make
say,
is that not that you're a grown man.
you can't tell me
You do
how
what
to
you want in
move,
a free
Randy.
country, that's fine. But I'm just telling you,
Right.
for
Uh,
where you were sitting already,
uh.
and because you feel like you could have just walked in and they would just take you for the candidate.
But
You
how I could
understand?
feel like you just walk in,
Okay,
Randy?
let me tell you this now.
When
Let me
you
tell you
talking
this. Listen to me
bullshit,
good.
Randy.
Listen to me good. Richie, listen to my words now. You could have recorded me.
I listening.
Richie, record me so you just you don't put no words to what I say. The United Workers Party picked 3 candidates
No.
to go for a vote.
That's why
They
you're
had
wrong,
3
Randy. You're
candidates
wrong. But you're
running
wrong.
for the seats in West.
You're
Stop,
wrong, boy. You're wrong. That's why
Stop a
you're
while.
wrong, Randy.
Stop a while.
Go ahead.
Let Randy go ahead and talk calmly, please. Let's take our time so everybody can hear what is being said.
What I'm saying, the United Workers Party had three young men want to run to represent Wesley, Whitford, and Palm Tree. Right?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
First that they asked the 3 candidates to write some things what they would like to do or see happening in the communities. The other 2 candidates write a good bio and stuff and represent it. Jex never write nothing.
I could
You
never follow
understand?
that bullshit, Randy. Why you
Jexter's
sound so
belief.
foolish, Randy?
What
Why
about
you
Drake?
sound like
Jexter's
you
belief.
retarded?
Wait a while.
Randy,
Let
you
Randy
sound
finish
like
talking,
somebody
then we'll
that
talk.
retarded. Somebody that tell you that ask this there for you to come and say,
Jex
well, let me
believe
explain it to you. Randy, I am the deputy chair of the committee. Let
just
me
because
explain that to
he
you.
have a voice. He have a voice. All right, he have a powerful voice and he have a defendable voice. He have a, I mean, just believe he should just walk in and should just handpick him and
But
put him as the
yes,
candidate for the
you
community.
just talking as a to
You
us.
understand? Which is wrong.
Right now, Randy spoiling the library, Richie.
Richie, you
No,
can
he's
take me off.
spoiling the life, Richie.
You can take
Randy,
me
he's
off.
spoiling the life. But hear what you saying?
Because I don't go with your flow, so I spawn it alive.
Well, let me explain that to
I spawn
Richie
in your flow.
so I
You
can talk.
understand? You come with a lot of stories on airways and you're spreading some rumors and it's lie. You understand? The fact you talk about this, say you limit your grandmother, that's a lie from hell. Nobody said nothing
Okay,
like that.
okay.
You understand? Jex, you have to first heal your hurting wombs.
I don't have
Heal
no
that
wounds,
womb
boy.
and
My
come
brother,
to your
I don't have no
senses. You're making
wounds,
a
doctor.
mistake.
Why you think I have a wound
Richie, have a
now?
good night.
Better you come on there. Let me explain that to you, Richie. I can go
I listen.
now? I can go now?
Yeah.
Okay. Richie, I sitting in a comic. I didn't want to end that stupid conversation tonight, actually, because it literally doesn't make any sense. Richie, I've been sitting in on a committee where myself and Stevenson Hill were prospective candidates. Okay? There was an instance when the chair talking about looking for another candidate, to the point where two of the other members said, but why are we looking for another candidate when we have people inside here? I want to know if I lying. I want to know if it's rumors are spreading. But anyway, and they went on, every time we have a meeting, what about the new candidate? So it become a nuisance to me. I don't study that. Then he come up with something and say about how we have to write to say what we can do.
So write
I
a
don't get
resume.
involved. Listen
Present
me.
a resume.
Listen what I'm telling you now. I don't write that. Because I knew in the back, Randy and Bahamut, because Randy don't have no sense tonight, because I knew in the back of my mind, the chair was looking for a reason for him to go somewhere else, Richie, and not a dumbass. I'm not stupid.
Okay.
How would you? Let me tell you how I end up on that thing there. He that bring me away, he hold my hand and bring me and tell me, you is the person we're looking at.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I go inside and knowing that. And then while I'm inside there, you're talking about another candidate to look for. So right there, I started piggybacking. But I was just on the committee. You understand me?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, they introduce another person. No, Randy talking about vote. Why you say about vote? My brother, I never had not much no vote for nobody, you know. One man that one man that get voted
All
is
right.
when let me tell you, is when they tell Stevenson, they say Stevenson back in Stevenson of vote for himself. Yes, I mean.
Yeah.
So when Randy talking his asses about Randy, it's not studiation I'm looking for, my friend. I telling you what I got on inside there.
Okay.
Randy never was inside there. I wasn't just a natural member. I was the deputy chair of that organization. So I don't know what happened wrong with them. I never did no meeting them.
All right.
Yeah?
All
I
right.
election call on our phone call. Result come back on our phone while we go in to vote. What else hard that Randy can understand? And then now, for somebody to pull me up and tell me what they in a house saying, unknowingly, they didn't know she was inside the house. They never knew lady was there. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
so if I come now and tell Randy, but Randy, yesterday I go down by so and so, and I hear Richie and his brother there on you down there. But they don't see me. Or Richie, I hear Randy and his sister there on you. First thing you're gonna ask me, this you? No. They don't know I was there. Who is you now to say, or who is me or who is Randy to say, Richie
That,
and his brother or Randy and his sister? Never say. My brother, they say that self.
okay.
But that's not the issue. I don't me going up independent have nothing to do with none of those rastings there. I don't interested in stupidness there. You see, we talking all good things tonight there, Randy come and just try to spoil the show. Randy come and try to spoil the show. So I was on plan propagation and jobs.
Yes.
Right. Then we have to look at market and market protection. And I'll tell you why I say protection. Because I in the trade and we don't have protection. Yes, I can understand you have what they call free trade. Yeah, free trade zone. I understand those things.
Read the comment there.
You're gonna always find people like that. I talked to him already. You're gonna always find people like that. Neil, Neil and Randy. I don't care what you already say. That's all your opinion.
Okay.
But today or tomorrow, a vodcast and Clint Roll win. What the hell are you gonna say? Is it that my opponent gonna walk around and bad talk me? Is that gonna make him win or her? No.
And, and,
I don't have to
and,
bad talk.
and that
I
is
don't have
why I
to bad
told
talk
you.
nobody.
And that is why I told you we're not calling no names. We're trying to do
No,
this
I
thing
don't. I don't
without
want.
the
I
name
don't
calling
want.
and the bad biting.
I don't want the life to take that precedence there. That's what Randy trying to pull. I don't want that. I don't have time for that. That trick they can't work tonight, Randy. You can never work tonight. Randy just want for somebody to call somebody name, for somebody to pull a police on somebody. You don't work in tonight, Randy. Good. Okay, so we're talking about market security, market protection.
Mhm.
We are member of the OECS block. We are member of the CARICOM block. So we can have in-house conversations with the trading countries we deal with. We can ask them for protection. We may not get 100%, but we can get 20%. We can get 30%, and it can be done. And I know it can be done. You understand me? For
I have a,
instance, watch now.
I have a question that came in, or a statement basically.
Yeah,
Have you ever noticed how people in authority and with money will smile with you, ask all about your ideas, even make you believe something's coming big, something big coming, then vanish like mist?
yes,
Next thing you see your idea on social media,
yes.
expect it's half done. Except your idea is half done and and flavorless. They could
Yeah,
have
because they
just
don't have,
collaborate and do it right. But no, better a copy it badly and keep you broke, demotivated, and dependent. Have you ever noticed that?
that happen every day in Dominica.
Hmm.
You doesn't see? But the young people out on the road have nothing to do. And some of them boys full up of bright ideas, you know. But execution is not there. They don't have the assistants to execute. They don't have nobody standing with them to execute. The people in that advance themselves financially, they lock themselves away. It's now they're forcing themselves to come back to society to see how they can harness people energy. It doesn't work that way there. It don't work that way. You have to be with people. You have to feel people running. You have to feel people paid. You know what I'm saying? You have to be around people for you to feel how they operating, to see what they're doing. You don't take all your money and go and hide in bank and they're in your house, hiding in your house, and next thing you expect people to come and conform with you. It doesn't work that way. So yes, now after market protection, I went into things like extra regional market. For instance, going back on the European market, we can. And now it's diversified. It's not the old banana thing again. You have Dominica processed goods. We can utilize that. Here
What process?
again, you
What process could
so
Dominica have?
They're making soap. Jamaica cucumber soap, yeah, all kind of soap now, you know. Private, Frankie James, his wife, doing that.
Who's Frankie
You
James?
understand? You know Frankie then? On the hill just above you there. Keep
Oh,
on
Frank.
there.
I never know Frankie married.
Of course, yeah, well, not his wife again. But anyway, I don't talk about that. Yeah, that's one example. People making
Okay.
soap in Dominica, you know, the black soap, all them kind of thing there. Them things, these things that can go out there,
All
you
right.
know. Right. Another
So
thing we never look at.
let me ask you this. So
Hmm.
would you try to get markets so that we can put our goods outside of Dominic?
But obviously, that's why you're going to get young people involved. If you want to talk about agro processing and all them things, that's why you're going to get young people involved.
Okay.
Nobody seems to want to champion that. We have a parliament that doesn't do anything. Doesn't do anything. You think to just come up and give a man a $5 or $10 and tap him on his back? That is something? No. One of them days you're gonna tell him he's your father, man. You're gonna tell him go and find something to do, but did you create something for him to do? No, you did not. So you cannot tell him to go and find something to do. Look the other day, one of them in Labour Party come by me and tell me the parliament tell him come out in his office, he disrespecting him. And what happened? He gonna ask the parliament for a job so he can maintain his children.
Mhm.
So the parliament tell him, but you had a job. So he asked in the parliament if he find it fair for a man to work from 6 to 6 for $80. The parliament tell him, come out in his office, he have more people to deal with. You disrespecting me. So for now they fall out. But most likely come election, parliament might give Malcolm money to swear him back in.
Okay.
Yes, sir. It's
This
politics, so just behave.
this comment came in here, so. But why you think so, Big Show? Don't you think it's about time we get some type of different representation, someone with a voice? Because let's be honest, the youth of Wesley need this. Someone to fight for us.
But that's one of the reasons why I go forward.
So are you gonna champion? Are you gonna be a voice for the young people of Wesley?
Both
Is
the
that your
Labour
plan?
Party, let me tell you, both the Labour Party and the UWP know, they know in their spine that's the kind of person I am. They know. So for Randy to come there tonight and talking those garbage he talking there. I mean, if you're supporting something, just say you're supporting it. Don't come and try. Don't come and try that technique there on people. It's not gonna work, Randy. It's not gonna work. Stick to where you are. Campaign for what you want, and let Drex do just what he can do. Don't come and tell me about splitting. Who tell you I want to split votes? I don't want to split no vote. I'll go all out and campaign for me to win, Randy. I don't want no piece of vote from all the candidates.
But
I
but
don't. I will go out there and campaign.
as you bring up splitting votes, so I want to ask the question. You don't think that you might draw some of their votes?
I don't care where the vote gonna come out. I going to go on the background and campaign like how I know.
Okay.
And the only intention that in my mind is for me to win. I don't care about who that lost. I care about me winning so I can bring our constituency in a different direction. That is
Okay.
it.
All right.
We can't talk about I splitting vote. I don't have time for the foolish talk there. If you don't want to split vote, well, go and campaign effectively. So you will not just hear them. Just hear them talking about it. They already done surrender, they go and lost. So they're talking about if I go and split the little food they're gonna get. They doesn't watch the bigger picture, to unhang Labour Party there. No, it's a little vote. Go and campaign effectively. Go and be that person on the ground and meet people and stop talking about splitting vote. Let me ask that last question
Read
before
this
you go
question
there.
before you
Wait,
sing
wait,
it.
wait, wait, wait. Wait. So the question is, so what if Team Unity and Freedom Party had feel a candidate in Wesley? What all would say?
You split the vote
They,
more.
they split the vote. Go to the question.
So you ULP won't even win one seat while they're fighting people who are ready and willing to serve. That's a slip.
I don't
And
know how
then
that's gonna work out. I don't know.
if Thompson calls Clint to be the candidate, would he accept and run on the UWP ticket?
I don't think so. I don't think I'll be effective. I could maybe go into a different arrangement with Thompson, but based on what has happened and continue to happen, and I don't think I'll be effective with them.
Okay.
No.
So you think you have burnt your bridge with the UWP, the United Workers Party constituency in West?
Oh yeah, I don't want to have nothing to do with them. No, I will never be on a platform with them at no time. I mean, you cannot. I mean, when you respect people, Richie, when you have a certain level of respect for people, forget about the politics. When you have a certain amount of respect for a person and them things that happen at the back of you, it's not to disrespecting them now, you just lost all feeling towards them.
Okay.
You understand me? And that is it. I just lost all good feeling. I don't
So
hate them.
so
I don't hate them.
have you lost all good feeling for the candidate that was chosen
No, no, no. Because
as
you
a
see,
person?
no. Because why? He is not even a person like me that outspoken. The damage was done by more ignorant people in the group.
Okay.
For what? For like, because you like somebody, you like Richie again, you like Clint again, you like somebody else. Well, just stay with your like and do what you have to do. You don't have to go down that road there. And for Randy to come there tonight and talking that bullshit he was talking a while ago, it doesn't make sense, brother. You can't tell me. You just can't tell me how to do my business. Stay over there and support your party. I am an independent candidate. What did not always understand? I'm an independent candidate. And I'm going to run the next general election as an independent candidate. And when I win, I will decide what I'm going to do with the people and them vote. And I wouldn't just do it. I'll come back to the people for advice from them. Where do we go from here? Drake just go and get up and do his thing. No, they're going to happen that way there.
Okay. So read this question. Read this comment here. Read it out loud for the people to hear.
Also, one thing I know, for you to elevate people, you it has to start with you, period. Obviously, that's why I said to you all, I've been championing in Wesley for the last 24 years. I've been at it, and you know that you in particular, you know that. So don't come here and try to be smart on the life. You know that. You know I've been championing high and low, good and bad, to make sure everybody happy in Wesley. I never had it strong. I don't have $1 million, no way. I don't want all the grievance all they have. At the end of the day, when we deal with people, they take their money and they go by their home. I know what you want to talk about. I wouldn't entertain your foolishness tonight there because you part of the problem. You is part of the problem, and I get a chance to take you on tonight and tell you.
No, no, no.
Don't worry, come
Put
on
it
with you
together.
live and try to be smart. You is part of the problem.
Don't take
Good.
on nobody. You have. Let me tell you this. I can say this. You have to be diplomatic in everything you do.
No, no
You
all
you
time. Sometime you have to shut down some people because you can't have it both ways, Richie. You can
mhm.
only have it one way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to shut some people down. You cannot have it both ways. Only one way you can have it. And I know that way already. Oh, Highway in particular.
All right. This is the thing. At the end of the day, this is politics, and not a church service. If Roll was not a threat, there would be no noise on the other side.
Obviously.
So people are deeming it to be a threat to the campaign or to the election. So there's a
What already upsetting me about the whole thing there, my brethren, the amount of energy I put into that campaign there for my opponent. Those people you see there that come and try to be diplomatic with their language, they have never done anything, you know. Never done anything. And those same people that want to say undermining the man, that's what are killing me with them. Up until then, I never have no intention to go for no politics, you know. I tell myself I can help the man. But I talk to the man, I say, boss, when the man come and talk to me, I say, boy, let me tell you, I was upset in the way they vote for you. But at the end of the day, they vote for you. Now, we have to work together to win. And I put myself out there helping the man to win. When you hear those kind of people that come on your life and trying to be diplomatic, my brother, it's wicked people that. I work with Mr. to win, Richie. I leave my family in night and go place for the brother to win. And those dirty, stinking people there talking about I decide that. You don't know? All you have to deal with me now. Just deal with me.
So this comment came in. The people are not interested in UWP, and most are fed up with Labour. If you are voted as independent candidate, why should you think of joining the votes with another party?
I'm not going to join no vote. I go up for election and I win the West constituency, and Labour Party win, I will be in opposition. But even if I'm in opposition, I would have to work with the government to see what I can harness for the people of Wesley constituency.
Okay.
It's as simple as that. I don't have to go in bed with nobody. You understand?
Yeah. Hello?
Yes, Winston.
Oh,
You don't have something to say about them. I can rest my head now. I get it all correct now. You're right. You're so right, Winston.
Hey. But Drex,
Yeah.
let me ask you this question here now. Again, I'm gonna ask you this because I want you to be honest with the people that are watching and the people who will watch later. Somebody said, even before I continue, somebody said, okay, Clint, I have to tell you to be a little more humble.
I just try it. Lily view where I just really try, but sometimes I just can't keep it together. Yeah, because maybe that one of the ways to develop, you know. But when you know you have people trying to break your spirit and break your forward mobility in life, and they come in and try to be diplomatic, you have to put the latitude on them. Let us stay away from you. Let them know how you're thinking about them. It doesn't make sense I walk around and I reach in my mind, I rather make Richie know how I think about him.
But sometimes you need them same people that will make you get to where you need.
They can never make me nothing.
Okay. So this comment says, Mr. Roll, do you think that Francois will be a challenge to you as a candidate?
No.
If not, there's nothing to fear.
But I don't fear nothing. The only candidate for me to worry about is Grant if they send back Grant. Why? Because they have money. They have money, and most likely they have it flaunting around the place.
Okay.
And you know how it is with poor people right them days. So the campaign had to be a campaign itself where you have to be very effective. I don't know about the other candidate, no.
All right. So let me say this to you before you even continue. My thing to you is, it's gonna seem like it's a rhetorical statement. But my thing to you is, if you're doing this for the people, it can be good. If you're doing this to enrich yourself, it can be a bad thing. Who are you doing it for?
Richie, I'm gonna say it again. From ever since let me tell you when I become really active. It was 2000 and when they had the reunion in West, 2004.
That's the first reunion you're talking about?
Yeah, the big one on the forward there.
I think that was 2008, somewhere around there.
Somewhere 2004, 2008, somewhere around them time there. What time Gloria become the Palret? 2005.
2005 or 2009?
Yeah,
It was
2005. Yeah, she went
2008, man.
2005.
2008. Look
And
at
she
person.
went 2000.
Look, somebody
Listen,
said
mate.
2008. 2009, Gloria become Palret.
So who was the Palret before?
It was Basil.
No, Gloria was 2005 election and 2009 election.
Okay.
Basil was 2014 against Afinia. So somewhere between 2005 and 2009, anyway, it doesn't matter. That was one of the first instances when I became
Peter
really
Carbon.
socially.
Peter Carbon was in 2005.
So who that go up against him in 2005?
Might be Gloria.
But she
And
win.
she didn't win the first time. She won the second time. That was in 2009. She was Palret.
Okay. But anyway, somewhere around there, it had a reunion.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the first time I became socially active. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I I mean I didn't have plenty money, but I put a couple $1,000 in there. You understand?
Yeah.
I don't want to say how much, but I did put a few $1,000 in there, you know. And I could even go more far to say there were influential people on there who were saying that they like to deal with young people like that. Because here it is, we have somebody in politics and they can raise funds for the union and a local person doing stuff. But then that is just whatever that is. But I was saying, since then, I've been that way. I mean, I've been talking about politics before, but that was my first instance when I really became socially active.
Active.
I tell all the people, I tell you again, I never was a greedy person. I never was a person that was covet people. I never once tried to, how am I, what I said, hang my hat to my hat, does my hand carriage. I don't stay so. Let me tell you how I stay. I always bet in development on myself. And when I watch young people in West, I talking about people my age. I talking about people my age and older. We done all already. When I watch people that they're behind to come, who who is going to set the pace for these people? We have to set the pace for that generation to come and do better than us. We can't dead and leave them children like some jackass in Dominica.
Look your
We
friend.
would
Look your friends and I comment there. Did you read that?
yeah, she right. She is right. She is right. I mean, I do follow some of the stuff. I may not have all the laws locked down, but it's a learning process. At the end of the day, the idea, the idea is to foster development for young people in the Wesley constituency. On the side of that, people my age and older than me will also benefit. But we can't be looking at yeah, we can look at that, but you have to look at who you're passing it on to.
Okay.
It's not about no money. Money always there. You understand? We reach a stage now where money becomes the main factor, and we forget the real things we have to do. You know, I work in every day. I work in every day. So
So she said you should start now by starting by studying the Constitution.
yes, you're right. There are one things I know. There are some things I don't. Yeah, but you're correct. I wouldn't say no.
All right. Well, Clint, I want you to give us your closing remarks for tonight because we've had a lot of food for thought for tonight. But I want
Yeah.
you to tell us why we should choose you, Mr. Rule, as as the candidate or as the power rep for the Wesley constituency. That's Wesley, Woodford Hill, and Palmton. Why should you be chosen to be the candidate for such constituency?
Okay. In everything you do, you're always gonna find people who will tell you you cannot do it. I start so because I lay my bets on young people. And when I say young people, I don't mean only little children. Productive people are young people to my age too. We don't old for that. We are still active. But I lay my bet on those people. And the reason for that is I want to see better for Wesley constituency and for every other constituency in Dominica, for Dominica in general. I also believe I'm a better person because I have that forward drive what the others doesn't have. I am not a yes person. I don't believe in saying yes to everything. I don't believe in bowing my head to people. I don't believe in being talked down to. That is me. So when I go out there, I can champion the cause for our constituency and Dominica abroad at large. You understand? That's the kind of individual I am. And if you look at the three of them, of us, none of them don't have that trait. They don't. None of the others cannot really command followership.
What make you come to that conclusion?
It is clear to see, Richie. I don't need to pay a young man to follow me. They're already following me. They like me. They love me. It's a fact. It's just a few people I want to like. They don't know who I am, but it doesn't really matter. Go anywhere in Woodford Hill, go anywhere in Wesley, go in Amtree, and talk to young people, and you will see, you will hear the sentiments they have where I concerned, where I am concerned. Me. People know me. Some people trying to make you believe people don't know me. That's a bad idea. It doesn't make no sense. People knows me. They know Clint. And to conclude tonight here, I want to rest people's mind because people of the emotion that I upset, which is the reason why I'm doing this, and I'm gonna tell you straight up the reason why I'm doing this. It's not because I have any bad feeling for anybody. I don't believe in carrying people load. If you bad mind me, I'll make you know I know you bad mind me. That's how I am. Straight up. So they bad mind me, I make them know that. But that is not the real reason why I really decide to go. I can tell you the real reason now, after all the arguments we make there for the night. The real reason, the number one reason why I put myself in the ring is because I don't believe the opposition in Wesley can win, can beat Labour Party in Wesley. Labour Party is at its weakest point right now in Wesley. It's a fact. But still, I don't believe the candidate they put there can work the opposition, can work Labour Party. He can't. So I tell myself, I will not sit there and allow us to lose again. So I put myself in the ring. I just put it in the ring just so. I campaigning hard, left, right, and center to win that seat there from Labour from next election.
Okay.
I don't have nothing about in my head. I don't have nothing about split vote. Anytime you see they come with a useless conversation there, it's weak people alone that does things like that. I don't have nothing about splitting votes in my head. Why is me of all people that can split votes? The Freedom Party had come there. They come as a party, right?
Mm-hmm.
They feel a candidate in West as a party, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me you don't go and come and say, oh, Freedom split the vote? Freedom is a party by itself. Team Unity is a party by itself, APP. So if all them come and put a candidate there, you're telling me we're going to worry about that party there? Well, I say no. So that is why I will campaign, and I will campaign effectively. I will campaign better than the last time. Oh yeah, I'll find the right people to surround me to campaign for the election. Then. Okay? And
Look, a
that is
comment
the
coming.
reason.
A comment coming. I believe if you walked away from the UWP team in Wesley, please don't focus your campaign on what you have walked away from, my brother. Sad you
Oh
won't
no.
have, sad you won't have a party, but being a representative for God, for God's people, matters to you only, matters to you only. Have to speak His peace, and everything else shall fall in line.
And I also want to say, the dirty politics, I wouldn't get involved in that.
Please do.
Because I don't think it's so necessary. And if they choose to go that way, I'll thank you in advance. The reason why I'll thank you in advance is because I was sitting among you all. So the results will come better. Young people have a way of understanding that, in particular in West. So if all you choose to rock it dirty, or you have the whole highway to rock it dirty, it's okay. I can manage myself. I don't have to worry about that. So rock it dirty. While I'm rocking it dirty, I'll be in the trenches with the people, doing what I do, how I know how to do it. Remember, always remember, with all of us that day, except Fidel Grant, I am the only one that got involved in active politics. What more should I say? I didn't do bad, I didn't lose my deposit. And I don't intend to lose it this time again. The only thing I had in my mind is to win.
So, we would like to thank you, Mr. Rule, for your candor. For the people who commented, for the people who watched the live, we appreciate your your viewing and we appreciate your comments because without your comments, without you watching, we would not it would not have been a productive and informative live as we had tonight. So, Mr. Rule, as you continue in your endeavor to run for the constituency of Wesley, we would we would like you to keep your head up and do what you have to do for your people. And also to the other candidates, if you like to use Carlos Media as a platform for you to disseminate your message to the people, we are here and we are open for you to come and have a discussion with us. Mr. Roland had a discussion. He has laid out his plans for the constituency of Wesley, his plans, and I like some of his plans. I like it. I like the fact that he's involving youth in his plan. It is left for you guys now to come and say your plan so that the people have a choice, so that we can choose who we think would do a better job for us in representing our community. Because we are lacking proper representation right now. We are in the construction phase of an international airport, and we have a lack of information dissemination to the people of West and Umford and Hampton. We need information, and we want somebody who's going to fight for our constituency and not just lay by the side. So that's what we need. That's what I think we need. A fighter, a voice, somebody who's going to be a rebel to represent Wesley. Because Wesley was always a rebellious community. Well, I saw you were raising your finger, Edric.
No, I just want to give thanks to the elders, those that are still around, and those that, gone on. But those that left something in me to be that kind of person. And I'll always single out one person. In Wesley, people used to look at him as Amanda couldn't read and write. Amanda was arrogant. Amanda was living bad life and all those things. But I had the opportunity of knowing differently about him. And I had the opportunity of looking at him and the way he dealt with people and the conversations about the people who would come to him for assistance and blah, 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 and how he was active on his farm. People like that is those people that I fashioned myself on. I remember I used to pack bananas for him. He used to give me work when he just got out of high school. Just imagine that. Now he's dead and gone. But he left people at the back. He left a family behind. And I will always remember that one single human being in Wesley for his hard work and his endeavor to make young people serious. Many of us didn't see it like that, but I know for sure I did see it like that. And I intend to champion on just like him. I'll try to do it a little better because the abilities I had, he never had it. He never attained the education like me. But his activities prove to people in Wesley that everybody could do. And that's my takeaway from that. Rest in peace, Terry Telemac. I will always remember you.
A comment came in. We're gonna ignore some of it, but we're gonna read it anyways. Wesley needs honest people to represent them in Parliament. No arrogant man can do this job. People talking to you, you want to insult them. Like you cannot do the same. Like they cannot do the same. You and more.
Anybody can talk to me. Anybody in Dominica can talk. No.
Don't insult people.
No.
Don't insult people.
Listen to Igon and Serichi. Anybody in Dominica can talk to Clint Roll. No problem. They can even cross Clint Roll is no problem. But when you connive, when you connive against Clint Roll, I will treat you differently. So I still want to say I'm sorry because I cannot say sorry to you. Just leave it as that. Let's have a nice life and enjoy ourselves for the night. And stop trying to be smart on the media. I ain't got time for that nonsense. I'm a very humble person. But when you test me, I will put you where you belong. That's it.
It's not all the time you have to put people where they belong.
Yes,
But
some of us, when you know them, you have to put them where they belong. You don't want to be on social media, but in
good.
person, to shut them down. You have to shut them down.
All right.
Right.
Well, I would like to thank you, people, folks, for watching us tonight and for helping us as we disseminate this information. The floor is open to Mr. Grant and also to Mr. Francois to join and to come in and have a discussion like Mr. Roll has had with us. The, there was a comment asking for a debate between, I'm assuming between you and Mr. Francois, I'm assuming. So this is another comment that coming from I like Woolworth, so pardon I like to listen to Woolworth. We need a change of government. Fighting in opposition in this system is not very fruitful, but it's necessary in a democracy. We need government that respects the opposition. Hope your move results in a change in the change. I really like. I just read Will with things. I just watch his lives. I just watch his things.
No, no,
I
I'll
really like
foster
it.
that.
Huh?
That is my endeavor. I'll foster that. That's my endeavor. I honestly believe, and that's one of the reasons why I never gravitated to the United States of America. I mean, I've been there. I lived there for a good while, you know. But I always believe I'm from Wesley, and I always believe I could do something to alleviate people. I always believe that. And because of my sternness, because of how I can stand steady in terms of conversation, kind of thing, I can talk to anybody.
But
You,
you know something
you
Randy
know,
said earlier. Randy said sometimes you dance around questions. He didn't say it that way, but he was meaning it in that. I'm thinking that what he meant it that way. Sometimes you have to just be straightforward with the answer and not, you know.
but which question I dance around the question.
You did,
Maybe
you know,
when,
earlier on. You dance around a few
which
questions.
one?
When the same question he was bringing up about the
No,
would you
what
vote with
happened
the
is,
party?
no. What really happened, I didn't really read the question. I didn't read the
Okay.
entire, so I just come on straight and say no. But then when you say, take your time, I read the question. When I go through it, I realize what it was. So then I explain.
All right.
I didn't dance around no question.
Okay.
No, I didn't
Okay.
dance around no question. I should
So
have never said no.
all right then. So then you see. So you see. So my people, the floor is open to our current PAL rep to come in if he wants to come in and give ideas for his constituency, and also to the representative for the United Workers Party, Mr. Francois. The floor is open for you, sir. We want to get your ideology as to what you're going to be able to bring to the community of Wesley. He was the deputy leader of an organization which made a mega move without him knowing, but he is the dishonest one. Whoa, all right, that's a comment. So, Mr. Roll, I'd like to thank you for coming on and for sharing, giving us your candor. Thank you very much to the other people in the community. Please join in. We have Fido who just came in out of the blue. Fido, you had something to say before we get off the live? Fido,
Nothing. Okay. Yes, I.
yes, you had something to say before we get off the live?
Yeah, nothing. That's the point I want to stress. I want to stress. You see that debate there? I think those people that is in a political position for the constituency of Wesley, I think they should take that very seriously.
Okay.
That would be something they should take up and come and do that. I want to encourage them to do that.
So a debate would be welcomed by the young people. Fido is a young person in the constituency of Wesley, And I'm assuming more young people might join in into that same sentiment and demand a debate. So if you as a young person in Wesley constituency would like a debate, for you to get the facts, for you to get the ideology behind the candidates, we're gonna put out a survey and we're gonna ask the question: is a debate necessary for the constituency of Wesley? We would like your answer, so that we can get the people's understanding of who Drex, of who Fidel, of who Mr. Francois is, so that we can make a correct choice.
I'm gonna show you another thing. You know, if we can get them, the politicians, to come and debate on how they would take this community to the next level, then whoever wins, they can't say they don't have ideas, you know. They can't say they didn't know. So then it would give a greater responsibility for the person in charge or the person who was given the opportunity to improve the Wesley.
Okay.
So I think that this would be a good thing. Trust me.
So I am sure both sides is hearing this right now. I'm sure both sides are hearing this.
They're watching it.
So a debate is on the table. I hope, Mr. Roland, you're ready for such a thing. And you're not there to fight back nobody. But wait. Come in. But whatever Mr. is saying is alive. And I hope when we all get to know the man, the main reason why he himself realized that he cannot run for a seat under any party than his own. I hope you all will apologize to the people for not choosing.
But what is the main reason? What is the main reason?
Information we don't know.
I tell you,
We don't want to know.
I don't want to go over that.
Information that has not come out in the open.
What information I do?
Ms. Haven, you can send the information to me. Let me I will question it. Yes, the people, mainly the youth, need this debate because Wesley City is up for grabs.
It's up for grabs. Yeah, I think
I want to leave that because this is a young man, an influential young man in Wesley. This man that's making these comments right here is an influential person in Wesley. That is Lavi Entertainment. An influential person. One of the key people behind of the reunion that we had last year in Wesley. One of the big time guys who had the all-white party in Wesley. So that is somebody who has his ears to the street of Wesley amongst the young people. And he's asking for a debate. So he might be the voice for the people, for the younger generation.
So you see, what is a contrast to that? You see young people coming forward and they're asking for constructive debate. Huh?
Yeah.
And somebody from a committee which I once presided over, I presided over when the chair wasn't there. Talking about, what was it? Talking about something that will come out. I don't rape nobody yet, I don't thief nobody yet, I don't kill nobody. I am not a bestialist, and all those things. I said what I had to say. I claim myself for it. Why don't you want to say leave? Why don't you better hide yourself or rest yourself, man?
You see, that you have to be able to take criticism. People gonna criticize you.
You and Fido can criticize me. All day long, you and Fido can criticize me. You see, them there's unconstructive people, problematic people.
Drex, you are a threat to them.
But of course I am. They know that. That's why I tell you, I'm not going in no election to split no vote. I go in an election to win.
Well, again, I want to say thank you guys for tuning into Cardo's Media. Fido, close us out tonight, Fido. Give us your final thoughts.
My final thought is that, I honestly think that what Mr. Rule is doing is a huge move, is a big move, and obviously there's a reason why he's making that move. So now the next thing I would like the other politicians to do is to hold a debate to show us really and truly what is the plan for Wesley. How do you plan to take in Wesley to the next step? Look, there are major changes happening in Wesley, major changes happening in Wesley. So then how is any other person coming in there? So how are they going to use that to make Wesley a better place? Last comment, so if you were not a threat, they would not attack. Be wise. Don't take bait and react. So that's
I wouldn't go far.
I agree with him. They always know a negative, yeah, definitely. So yeah, guys, I think that debate would be the best thing ever, and we're gonna close this thing out.
I honestly
As
think
they
so
say.
too. I honestly think a debate, and I know too. I want to hold it on the forum. I wouldn't even want to do it on a thing like this. I would want to hold it with the
open
people
platform
of Wesley can come and make.
And we want to invite MO News and Cardos Media and all those people like Carry FM, DBS, right? Yeah, big things. A big thing that.
Let me tell you, I believe that because I believe that can show who is really for the people, who is really wanting to represent the people.
I believe you.
For the people. That is what my belief is. Because let me tell you, Wesley is in need of representation right now.
Effective representation.
So look at comment coming from a person that doesn't comment at all. They're always on the live, but it doesn't comment. Whoa! All I can say is whoa. You get me? There's a someone that always on the live, but it doesn't comment. So you
Okay.
know. So my brother.
Look at the next comment. Look at the next comment. Go ahead, we'll show it. Yeah.
So the organization don't know all these negative things. When he was chosen to represent them as the deputy chair.
Question. I tell you, unconstructive people.
I want to rest tonight because apparently the live starting to steam up. Apparently the live starting to steam up. People coming out of the woodwork. And Greg, I wish you the best in your endeavors.
Yeah, man, give thanks.
And you can't always answer everything people say. Sometimes you have to let people talk and be the bigger person. Sometimes
I know.
you might have to go in the gutter. But I would tell you, be the bigger person at times. It doesn't take anything away from you. And you know.
At the end of the day, Richie, I know to myself, and this is for the naysayers, I know to myself, I am a leader. I never was a follower. Never ever was a follower.
No, but where you running to? Why are you running?
I always knew I was a leader. I always knew I had the ability to bring people together. I always had that.
Okay.
And more so, I also knew, and I always knew, I would always have a strong following from young people. Because why? They can gravitate, they would always gravitate towards me because of the way I behave with them. I never go on a block and sit down with them and feel me's master. Never. You understand me?
Yes.
I've never done that. So while they have their difficulty, I don't share that with them. That's why I tell you, I am not going into that to split no vote. I going into that to win. Case closed.
Nail in the coffin.
I'm telling you.
Them comments they coming in, boy. Money pull up. Freedom just reach another 30 minutes. What, boy? Drex, you had them people going hot tonight, there, boy.
No, but 95, because you see, they want to shut me down. Don't try that. I the average root boy in Wesley. I the average man in Wesley. Everybody accustomed to me. Just want to people have feel to themselves. Because maybe they have like more money than me. They feel them more on. And I don't think that I have to balance myself on people. I don't stay so. I learn to stay in my lane. You understand me? I don't want to feel like I be a millionaire when it's $5 I have. No. So that is why I don't have a problem to go by people home and drink water in their cup. That is why I don't have a problem to go by people home and they offer me a plate of food to eat. I will eat it. That's the difference between me and them. That is why I don't have a problem to give a person an embrace on the road. Doesn't matter how dirty your skin be. That is me. I seen that done before by the elders, politician, Rosie Douglas. I see that. I watch that man they do that. And I say, watch that. Rosie was Prime Minister in Richie. Prime Minister in Richie. And Rosie come in rock to shop. Buy a half gallon rum for Laku and them. And he tell Roxy he want to sleep. As Prime Minister, Roxy tell him go on any bed inside there and go and sleep. Tomorrow you go wherever you go, they'll come for you.
Yeah.
So set, so done. You understand me? So I watch those behaviors there. That's why I tell all you. To be a leader, you have to have a sense of radicalism inside of you. You have to be able to attract people.
But Mervin, where you been at now, Mervin? So long I haven't seen you comment on a thing alive. But let me ask this question. I have a question to ask. There is a parliamentary representative for Roseau North who has been absent from Parliament for probably the past two parliamentary sittings. And it's alleged that she might be sick and cannot perform her duty as the parliamentary representative. Is there going to be a by-election for that seat? Or should there be a by-election for that seat? Can the comment say something, or you guys are the live something?
There should be. Because if she can perform her function, then I don't see why. I mean, you cannot take another person and put there.
But
he doesn't have deputy pal rep.
The seat has been vacant for approximately almost 6 months.
So they will have I think, my by-election.
But who is a question I'm asking? Who demands such a by-election?
People.
Is it automatic, or does the people have to demand it?
I think the people will demand, but the Constitution itself will provide the instruments towards that. Because the Constitution would have what do you say, descriptions towards things like that. They would have known that somebody has to pull that boy. Who's that person?
Oh, they say they have to. Another comment came in. She may be excused by her party and the house. And
all that too.
She has sick leave.
Yes.
All that too. Technicalities.
Technicalities, okay.
Yeah.
But now it's alleged that she was offering her resignation. Allegedly. Don't quote me. So
but let me tell you what I can take away from that. Remember, she became the parlor rep because UWP didn't contest.
Yes.
I think she went up against an independent candidate. Now, politics,
Mhm.
and I just call that power play. The Labour Party knows if they feel a by-election,
They might
most
lose.
likely you don't you're gonna put a candidate, and that seat is a worker stronghold. So workers will come back in parliament. So to
Mm,
keep them out of parliament, what's gonna happen is they're gonna frustrate the system by giving her sick leave until she dies.
mm.
So if she die now, they don't have a choice. They must go for it. But as long as she's drawing breath, they will continue to give her sick leave just to make sure.
That the seat remains that way.
Yeah, okay.
But no, is that fair though?
No,
To
it's
the
not.
people?
It's not.
And I'm only bringing light to the situation because it kind of struck me this morning when I read it on my boy's feed that is going on. So I'm wondering, should we need some clarity and some clarification on said topic because I'm not too much aware of the constitutional laws and how that works. But I believe if a pal rep is not able to perform their duty, they should automatically step down, and then there should be uh, a by-election to fill that role. But again, there could be technicalities to this,
Oh
and
yeah.
if she's on sick leave, then she's on sick leave.
Yep.
So this agreement, the law is the law. So it is the same for her as any sick person. How many sittings have she missed? I think she has missed the past two sittings of Parliament. The last one for sure, and the one before that, I am not certain, but I think she missed that last one.
Well, she
So
has to miss one more.
one more, okay,
So maybe she might force herself to go to that one there
all
if
right,
she can.
if she can.
Yeah.
So Fido,
Power
I don't
play.
know if you can do some research and give us a answer on that later on. A term of sick leave A term of sick leave is the same like any other civil servant. All right. So again, I am not. I really don't know how that works, but it just kind of put something in my mind to ask the question about the situation because if the seat is vacant, somebody needs to be placed in that seat. If that makes sense to anybody else on the line.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to bring that to the attention of the people. But there's many other things happening in the country that needs to be addressed. Since, um, since she sent a medical certificate, she can miss as much as she wishes. Okay,
Uh,
she can't miss too much. She can't miss too much. So, we have what we're gonna do. We're gonna do some investigation into said matter, and we're gonna come back with some proper information on said matter because I don't wanna spread propaganda and rumor. I want to give you guys the facts on it. So I'm gonna go look up the constitution and see what is what on that topic because we don't want to leave our constituents without proper representation, be it in Wesley, be it in Woodford, be it wherever. Once we in Dominica, we want proper representation for our constituents. Europa, Papa. Europa. Oh, Europa, Papa. No, Europa, no, Europa. But yeah, you know, or as the
The
minister,
activists and opposition. Okay. Go ahead,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. It says, ask the minister in opposition who was buying bread and Balao on Buljao when he was supposed to be in parliament. What happened to his salary?
Peter, Peter, what is that, Peter? Anyways, my people, thank you guys for tuning in. Carlos Media signing out. Have a great one.
Well, this is Carlos Media, and yeah, don't blame the messenger. Yeah.